Welcome back to another edition, episode, whatever, of MinnesotaFats. I'm your host, Patrick. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's video, seeing the motorcycle. I'm so excited. This week, we're going to do a little more on that thing on the second half. May even do a little bit of cleaning. Teach you guys how to shine up a little bit of chrome the kind of proper way, but then there's a preferred way. So we'll kind of go over a little bit of that. Otherwise, it's nice and cool out. It's about what, maybe 43, 45 degrees. We'll post that up there. We'll see. Let's go get some ice cream. It's never too cool for ice cream, is it? I mean, geez, we got, what, maybe 8 months till Christmas? Let's do it. So, anyway, I'm going to get rid of my badge here, and we're gonna go get some ice cream. Comment down below what kind of flavors you folks like. Whether you like mint chip or black cherry, basic frost vanilla, or I don't know, maybe you like something a little weird. I believe my wife likes chocolate and peanut butter. No. Chocolate and banana, I believe, is what hers is, that she prefers. She mix all that up in like a shake or something, and I'm like, it's kind of weird, but hey, everybody's got their own. So post down below, make a comment, let me know what you folks like. Heck, maybe we should meet up at a ice cream shop, palace, whatever, I don't know, parlor, ice cream parlor. Ooh, an ice cream palace. Man, I can't imagine that. It'd be pretty awesome, I bet. Anyway, enough. We're going to go out to Buffalo. We're going to go get some ice cream. And then we're going to go work on a motorcycle. Well, here's the place right down the road. It says breakfast lunch. May have to go try them out. Have to take the motorcycle out here or something. Who knows?
All right, go ahead. We'll say I'll probably end up.
All right. So here I got the coconut explosion. It actually has flakes of coconut in it. It's really good. And then I got caramel collision. I'll post that right up here. You guys can see what it is. The coconut tastes a lot like a Almond Joy. If you happen to like them, I do. And I really love caramel on ice cream. So this caramel collision is so good. There's like these little chocolates with pockets of caramel in it. Plus there's caramel throughout. It's so good. This was, I think, like $5 or something like that. I don't really remember. But it's well worth it. We're gonna probably take some of this to go, and then I'll hop outside and let you know what I think. Alright, so you saw the ice cream there. So many flavors. So many flavors. They do give you the little sample spoon, so if you want to try some, you know, I don't think there's really a limit, although probably don't want you sampling every single one of them. But there's something for everyone. Cool thing, we'll put it up over here. They have a little chart, so if you need grain-free, gluten-free, there's a little chart that they have, and it'll let you know what's what. So they kind of cater to everybody. It's so nice. Friendly staff. I could see how on a hot day it would get crowded. It's not a very big establishment. Buffalo Lake is literally, those trees over my shoulder, they're on the shoreline. So I could see this getting crowded. So you may want to just come in, grab your ice cream, and then go for a walk by the lake or something on a nice hot day. For what you've seen, I don't remember the price. I'll try to flash something up here. But I want to say it was like $5 or something. Either way, it's not a bad price, really. The ice cream was good. Good flavors. The coconut, like I said, it tasted just like I'm eating a frozen or really cold Almond Joy. It's so good. Caramel, to me, there's no better. So that ice cream with the caramel, those little chocolate, I don't know what the heck they were. They were like baby Rolos. They were filled with chocolate, or they were chocolate filled with caramel, and there's caramel throughout. It was just so good. So many choices. I'm a praline pecan fan. They had that. They had butter rum. I really love that. I never tried them here, but there's a flavor for everybody. You've probably seen it earlier when I was doing pictures of the boards. There's so many flavors. New flavors every month. So when you come in, the little cards that I posted that had my 2 flavors on it with the recipes, there's like 4 of them and on the display case that are red. Those are the limited time monthly flavors. And so I'll post again over here what month has what flavor. Here, I'll move over for you. What month has what flavor? There's one 4th of July that is to be announced. There is another one of these ice cream shops. I believe she said in Albertville. I think so. I'll find it and I'll post it up here. It'll also be down in the comments below. It's the same place, same family. So either way, you guys take care. Stay tuned. We're going to clean on that motorcycle that we viewed from last week. Maybe try to get it running a little more. And who knows, maybe we can get this thing out on the street. We'll go around the block a couple times or something. Anyway, you folks take care. And we'll see you on the second half. Hey everybody, welcome back to MinnesotaFats here on the second half. Today we're going to work on the 1987 Harley. I got it sitting right here. In last week's video, you probably seen this thing was really leaking. So what it's doing is it's called sumping. So it can happen due to many different reasons. I'll post a little something up here. You know, it could be overfilled with oil, could be a plugged oil filter, could be a plugged breather line, a bent oil line. But from what I've heard, it's a very common thing that there's a little ball bearing and spring that's not seated properly, that if your motorcycle sits for a while, this just happens. And I'll post a little picture up here. So what we're going to try to get at, we're going to try to pull this little bearing and spring out, clean it, clean the seat, make sure it's sealing well, put it back together, and we're going to try to fire this thing up. Supposedly now this thing, if it's not that, a lot of times these things will just pump out oil, and then eventually, hopefully without running out of oil, it quits pumping out oil and just kind of fixes itself. So what it is the oil that's up top after sitting drains down into the sump. When you start the motor, your pistons are going up and down, and it's displacing air, which is, you know, now is filled with oil instead of air, so it's pushing it out. So if this didn't happen, if it didn't push it out of here, it would find another spot, whether it would blow the gasket between the pistons and the, I guess you'd say the block, or between the head and the pistons or jugs. So we're going to flip the camera around. So this here is your piston or jug. Here's your heads or valves, your block. This is your oil pump. And according to that drawing, I'll put it back up here, we are looking to pull this screw and take it apart, get things out right there, and clean it and try to reseat it and try it again. So generally, someone's been working on this before, because originally your breather valve goes up into your carburetor air cleaner, but then it fills your carburetor up with oil when this happens. So an after fix is to run your line up and down. So it's just dumping it down there instead of up here, getting on your leg and everything else. You can see this thing's pretty oily up here. I'm gonna have to do a deep clean. This poor thing needs a deep clean anyway. I got the seat all nice. I did not put that on the camera, but I got a new battery coming today. Otherwise I'm gonna try to jump it with the Big Ugly. And I got a bucket here. I'm gonna try to catch some of this oil, so hopefully, you know, people don't holler at me for making an oil mess all over the place. But yeah, I'm gonna get this out and we're gonna try to get it going here. I believe the magnet I brought is too big. Oh, there we go. So I'm down. And there it is. Got to clean that up. Now I also got to clean up where it sits down inside there. Get this thing over my bucket so I'm dripping into it. So I've been shoving a rag down there. I know you guys can't see anything down there, but I've been shoving a rag with a Phillips screwdriver head, working it around, and look at that, there's some chunks down in there. So I am actually cleaning it. So they also said it could be a plugged oil filter. There's just a handful of different things it could be. I'm gonna try this before I change my oil because I'd like to get the oil hot, the engine hot, and the oil hot, so it all comes out nicely when I go to drain the oil. Also, I'd rather not put a new oil filter on here and then put in new nice clean oil and then have it pump it all out. So I kind of want to just get this thing working first and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I got, oh nice, it's going to start to rain now. I got the ball put back in, I got the spring put in. Now I just need to get the cap here with the O-ring and put that back in. It sucks to kind of take a video of this while doing it, so just trust me, this is going in there. Alright, so I got that put back in there. There it is, right there. It's raining. That's a lot of fun. But I'm going to hook this baby up to the Big Ugly and we're going to give it a shot. Like I said, it may still leak. It's normal because after sitting, this they say that the oil leaks down from up top, goes down into the sump down here, and there gets to be too much, so when the pistons go up and down, it's forcing that oil out. So if any luck, after a while of this thing running, it should stop leaking oil. Hopefully I still have oil, but then it'll clear itself up, and then if anything, you just got to add a little more in there to make up the difference. So we're gonna give it a shot. I don't know where to put you guys. I know, I'll set up my stand. Hold on. Alright, so since I'm a metric guy, and I'll pause a little bit and put a little something up here. Metric. Metric. Metric? Anyway, I really don't know what I'm doing with these. So this is your needle. I was unscrewing this thing and playing with it. No clue where it was to begin with. If anyone knows where I should preset all that, let me know. Anyway, since this thing would run and idle a little bit and then stop, seems to tell me this thing is starving for fuel. So open up that jet a little bit. Gonna keep trying it till this thing will actually sit and idle, and then we'll kind of go from there. Looks like I gotta need to replace some of these a bit here. I got a bit of a crack. I got some cracks there. It's still a little flexible, but I'm going to gonna have to do an overhaul on this baby. So we're gonna fire it up again. Also, I'm a metric guy. We don't shut our tanks off. So now, There we go. Running on choke a little. So it's slowly running out. Hopefully that'll stop. Looks like it's getting less and less. I'm gonna pause this quick. Okay, I've been running about a minute or so, and it's slowly going down to a drizzle. So it is pumping all the oil out of the sump, and we should be getting good to go here. This thing is running pretty good. There, now we'll idle this thing down. Got a lot of rust in that exhaust. Now we'll look at where we're at. That baby ain't even tripping. Look at that. Problem solved. Yes, that looks a little chewy in there. This bucket was not cleaned out, so don't worry about that. It's not like I'm going to add it back in. So, yep, that looks chewy, but we're good. And we still got oil, because we got pretty decent oil pressure there. We're charging. This battery's pretty shot though. It's been sitting quite a while, so I don't know how well it's charging. That temp gauge hasn't come up yet for the oil temp. And I also got another one. It's starting to come up here because it's pretty cold out. It's maybe 60 degrees. So it's reading about 70 something, so it's working a little bit. I'm going to pause this and let this thing idle a bit more. Alrighty, so after having this thing sit a while, still charging, still holding pressure. That temp gauge has not moved, although that starts out at about $1.20. But this one has come up. Come on now, focus. We're putting here at 100. So far it's working. Still not dripping or anything. We're doing good. Put the headlights on. So we got a light there, a couple there, one there. The spotlights, the original owner says he couldn't get it to come on. Got a tail light, and we got a bunch of accessory lights. Turn them on, we gotta flip that switch. Then we get all the lights. Eventually that'll be LED. hazards. I don't know if the hazards work. Nope. I don't know if any of the turn signals work or not. Oh well. That's something we can figure out. Clock doesn't want to work. Uh-oh. We're not leaking any fuel out of our petcock. Like I say, I may want to replace that hose. This is that hose that was kind of chewy back there. I don't see any other oil leaks or anything. Voltage regulator down there. Yeah. So now on the next video, since we got this thing up and running, I got a battery that should be here according to that Jungle website. I'll have a battery here tonight according to them. I should be getting one today. Then I'm gonna go over how to polish up some of this chrome. As you can see, it's a little chewy in a few spots. We're gonna kind of give it a quick once over. That's pretty pitted. I don't know if that'll come back, but that's an accessory. That little part, that's replaceable. But the bumper's a little chewy. Crash bar's got a little bit of rust on there. Stainless up front, and the aluminum. I'll kind of do a briefing on how to do all that. The proper way, the quick way. There's a few different things you can do. That's pretty chewy. I don't know if that's going to stay on there or not. The brakes are a little rusty, but nothing too terribly serious. So that'll fix itself as it's going. So, alright, I'm gonna turn this video off. Next time you see this, that battery will be in, and we'll kind of go over some washing. So, me being the impatient idiot that I am, my battery is supposed to be here tonight by 10 p.m. Now they give me an email from that Jungle website saying your battery shipment is delayed. So I got rid of that battery. What could go wrong? So, as you can probably guess what just happened, I got this thing up and running and we're going. Just going around my neighborhood real quick, trying to get some of the bugs out of it. Seems to be running really good. We'll flip you around. So we're doing about 12 miles per hour. Got lots of oil pressure still, charging. This oil temp gauge does not work, and neither does my clock, but that's okay. to give it a shift here real quick. There we go. Now we're not super loud for everybody in the neighborhood. I can just kind of put along here. Speed limit's 15, so I'm just barely moving. There's my neighbor. We're out having fun together. We're just gonna keep riding around. Got another guy. So next video here, we're gonna have some cleaning. So next week we'll do the cleaning. We're pretty good.